Kailan ka magkakaasawa? Kailan ka magkakaanak? Kailan ka magkaka-boyfriend? Kailan ka magpapakasal? Kailan ka magpapakasal?
Hi guys, welcome to Real Talk. Don't be too hard on yourself. This is coming from my personal battle. There was a part of my life that I wanted to take my life away and I felt like I wasn't deserving. The things I've learned to overcome that, and I'm sharing that with you. Maybe this will help somebody you know personally that is struggling also. So I was listening to a video earlier today. One of the videos mentioned that it's your fault if you don't find a way to get yourself out of your current circumstance. I don't think it's true for everybody. You might want to feel like it's all your fault, but it's not. That's a big problem. Don't do that. Before you judge yourself, your success is determined by how much you're willing to give. But some people don't have any capacity to give at all. Part of the reason why people are unhappy is they set unrealistic expectations for themselves. Being controlled by society that these are the things you want is a bad thing. Generally, you should stay away from bad things. I think we'll start with that. First point is you have to stay defensive. Don't let people judge you. Everybody is born with different cards. If people expect you to have kids at 30 but you aren't physically capable of, if that is an expectation that you also agree is part of what you should be doing, then you'll definitely be depressed. Something that you're not realistically capable of providing is something that you shouldn't be doing. Don't let people judge you. There's just one person in my team before. I love him because he's very practical. Every time I used to invite him to team activities, he would decline. He would also always mention that he doesn't have money. When he was younger in his career, he was very shy with saying this. But right now, I've seen him and I've heard from people with his current team now that he's very upfront in saying that this is my challenge, this is my reality, and I'm accepting it. I'm not gonna overspend just because I'm peer pressured into doing something that you expect me to do. He already knows what his reality is. He's accepted and he's actually taking steps. Very good job for him. Number two, don't set unclear goals for yourself. There's a way of setting goals. One of the things I always missed was the timing of things. Timing is very important. So when I want something, I decide if it falls in these categories. It could be something really quick, something I can do within the next day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something in the nearby future, like within the week, within the month. Something as a short-term goal, so that could be 3-6 months. Something as a midterm goal, which is 6 to 12 months. As a long-term goal, like a 3 to 5 year thing. And I also have a bucket here that's the unrealistic. One of my unrealistic goals is to own Sofitel. With my current salary, I could purchase that maybe in like 64 lifetime. Always have a date or time when something is executed. I'm not too hard on myself when I set a goal. I know which parts I can control, I cannot control. I know that things might fail, I still push forward. There are expectations that I set that are wild. That actually makes things a lot better and manages my stress a lot. Third is don't put yourself in a position of hate. Some people have a bad judgment of what proximity communication means. If you are, let's say, proud about something, you still have to respect the law of the land in the area. So for example, you don't believe in polygamy, but if you go to this place, they practice that. Place yourself in the right position. Location says a lot about those expectations being realistic. Staying healthy. I didn't realize how important this was until I actually did it. The quality of your thoughts is a result of the quality of your intention and your body. If you have an unhealthy body, then you will generally be negative. Now, no matter how happy you are and you get sick, 99% of the time people get grumpy, people want more sleep. It's something that you can easily control. Get enough sleep, take enough water. It's something that will impact your mood and your overall satisfaction in life. And most of the people, I think, who are driven by a lot of goals in life are trying to sacrifice sleep. This impacts their mood, their overall well-being, their ability to retain things, so they hurt themselves more, they pressure themselves more, they don't get enough sleep, and they keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, and then sometimes it snaps. Could be a mental manifestation, it could be a physical manifestation, it could be something else. It could be their morale. Stay healthy. It's important because the quality of your decisions and your mood are a result of being happy and healthy. There's this local test on blood that's called food intolerance test that actually helped me a lot determining on what things I should avoid. Part of the thing that was stressing me was my tummy. So that went away because I avoided things that I shouldn't be eating. One thing that you can also do defensively is don't shoulder people's mistakes. When a person with my team made a mistake, I used to cover for him and try to cover as much as revert the damages he's done. This actually was a long-term problem because when I did this, the behavior became repetitive. I want him to take accountability for his work and take steps to improve himself. Don't shoulder expectations from other people unless you willfully want to do that or there's an agreement that you have to fulfill. If your agreements are going against your health, your overall well-being, why did you even go to that agreement? It's safe to get away from agreement if it doesn't harm other people and it's something that's reversible. Sometimes it just takes some bravery to avoid all of that stress and just say, no, I can't do it. And being upfront with that is also helpful. Sometimes it's just being upfront and telling them, oh, this won't work because A, B, and C. If some people are trying to be a burden, it's their fault. It's not your fault. And the last thing for being defensive, avoid making bad cards. A lot of people might not know that they have control about their future in the next couple of years. Some decisions that you do will actually have a significant impact. If you have no capability to provide for a family, then why are you having unprotected sex? If that is something that you're ready for and you're willing to do, it's all part of your plan to be, a bit loose with that target, then that's fine to do that. A colleague of mine, she asked me, hey, I want to buy this car because it's something to reward myself. She went ahead and bought this. Unfortunately, she couldn't work for quite some time, and that has impacted her financial capability. Unplanned things happen. It would have been better for her if she didn't buy something that she didn't need because she had other cars and not be working more and spending more time with her family. It might be something you can control. Avoid bad cards. Avoid making bad cards. So this part, we're going to be aggressive now. Now go for things that are good for you. First, to make yourself happy, it's important to remind yourself what makes you happy. Make a list. Make a list of things that make you happy. And if you do, spend time, actively track how much time you spend on these 3 things. I was dumbstruck when I was coaching and I asked people this. They were giving me typical off the TV things that they wanted. But when I asked them what they really want, they don't really know. Look for something that makes you happy today. Something that made you smile. Something that you look forward to. Something that you want to go out and do. Something that you're thankful for. Something that makes you grin. It could be a puppy. It could be holding somebody's hand, giving somebody a hug. It could be that embrace that you're looking forward to. Don't do that to strangers. Find something good today. Take time to appreciate the coffee you have. Take time to appreciate the taste, the effort that comes into making your breakfast, the sun, the weather, the rain, how roads are built. There are so many things that you can be happy about to have this convenience in life. Along the same idea, one thing that you can do is find something that made you happy when you were younger. Something that you want to look back to, something you want to experience again. If it's carnival rides, if it is cotton candy, if it is ice cream, if it is anything that made you happy when you were younger, buying this toy truck or collecting these stuff. If it made you happy before, it may make you happy again. Remember how you felt at that time. Third thing about being happy, be around happy people. I didn't say be with your family. I didn't say be with your friends. Sometimes we don't have a choice on who we need to be with. For the times that we have active control of, we can choose to be with the people that are happy. Something I do is actually shut down people who are negative. Not really hating the people, but actually shutting down their behavior. If they're too negative, sometimes I would try to control them by saying, hey, don't be too negative. It's not helpful for the team. It's not helpful for thinking. Say it out that you're doing something that's harmful. You can motivate the team to be on the positive side and be aware. They might even be thankful that be around people that you are generally happy with, people who make you laugh. This one is a bit tricky because I did experience some backlash from doing this. Spread the love is a bit funny because when you keep on doing it, people who are negative will try to go to you. Normally I invest in people who are not temporary. I really invest in making them happy and how they perceive things in life. When you spread the love, it goes back to you, and that made me feel better. If this helps you, somebody you know, friend, family member, somebody you know is always in despair, feel free to share this with them and share with them how we overcome these challenges. So if you have a technique or a method on how to overcome challenges of depression, feel free to share them in the comments below. If you did like this video, like it and subscribe. I hope you got something of value. Don't be too hard on yourself. Thank you for watching. As always, stay healthy and happy.